we are going to talk about how to gain information by reading a text or reading a poem or reading a story or looking at a notice or a note or an invitation. So let's start our session now. I'm going to share my screen for you. First, I'm going to tell you a little story about two friends. They have met on the road and they are talking about something. Let's see what they are talking. One friend is saying, what is she saying? Hi, would you like to come to my birthday party? Okay, one person is having her birthday and she is inviting her friend to come to that. Yalvik asking the other friend, Anityalu again, to come to her birthday party. What would be her reply? Okay, let's see. Sure, I love to come. And then what happens? They say bye and they separate and go on their ways. Egolo bye කියලා වෙන් වෙලා යනවා. Let's see what happens next. Okay, look at her. What's happening there? She is confused. She has some questions. She is confused. Can you see the question mark, Puta? Yes, she is confused. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Wait, she's thinking. I don't know the date. She doesn't know the date of the birthday. She doesn't know when is the birthday party. The time? She doesn't even know the time. The place? Where is it? She doesn't know the place. She doesn't know the time. She doesn't know the date even. So how can she go to the birthday party? She accepted the invitation. Invitation accept kala, but she doesn't know the place, the time, or the date of the birthday. Now, if we want to gain these kind of information, what kind of questions that we can use? Today we are going to learn how to ask questions and get information. Okay, let's see. What are the question words we can use to get information? What are the question words that we can use to get information? Okay, let's see. The first one is WH question words. You know these. You have learned these also. Today we are going to talk about WH question words. What else? Not only those, Puta. You can use be verbs also. You know what be verbs are. Am, is, are, was, and were. These are be verbs. So we can use be verbs as question words also. Do, does, and did. If we use do, does, and did, we can use them as question words also. What is next one? Modal verbs. You know what modal verbs are? Can, could, may, will, would, shall, should. Those are modal verbs. We can use them as question words also. Has, have, and had. The verb had, we can use these as question words also. But you have to remember this. it becomes a question word if only these words are at the beginning of the sentence. The question. ප්‍රශ්නේ ඉස්සරහින් මේ වචන තියෙනවා නම් තමයි පුතේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේක question එකක් විදිහට අපි ගන්නෙ. ඒක මතක තියාගන්න. You have to remember that. Okay. Let's look at these again. WH question words are there. Be verbs are there. Do, just, and did is there. Modal verbs are there. And has, have, had is there. Okay, let's see. Let's look at some examples. Okay, I have given one here. Can you read it with me? Okay, let's read. Mala is a good girl. It's a statement. Mala is a good girl. Mala honda gahanu lamay. Now I have given the be verb in red. Can you see that? The be verb is given in red, color red. And in the second sentence, I have taken the be verb to the front. Can you see that? What has become it? Is Mala a good girl? So I have taken the be verb to the front. So this has become a question. Can you see the question mark at the end? Yes. Is Mala a good girl? Mala honda gahanu lamayekda. Now we are asking a question and we get some information. Mala honda gahanu lamayek කියලා අපි කියලා තියෙනවා. Then we are going to ask the question. Mala honda gahanu lamayekda. So, okay, let's look at next one. Does she drive fast? So again, I have taken does to the front of the sentence. At the beginning, I have used. No, she doesn't drive fast. Does she drive fast? No, she doesn't drive fast. Next one. She can play the piano. She can play the piano. ඇයට පියානෝව වාදනය කරන්න පුළුවන්. This is a statement. But if we want to ask a question, we have to take the word can to the front of the sentence. Okay, I have taken can here. Now this is the same question. Can she play the piano? Can she play the piano? ඇයට පියානෝව වාදනය කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? Can she play the piano? So we can use these words to get information. Now we are going to talk about the main part that we discussed today. Those are WH question words. Okay, get ready, students. Okay. Here we are discussing 3 words. First one is who, second one is where, third one is when. Why do we call these WH question words? We call them WH question words because most of the question words begins with W and H. අපි මේවට WH question words කියනවා පුතේ. මොකද මේ ගොඩක් මේ question words පටන් ගන්නේ W සහ H වලින් නිසා. There are exceptions. වෙනස් අවස්ථා තියෙනවා. අපි ඒ ගැන කතා කරමු ඉස්සරහට. Okay, let's look at the first one. Who? We use who to ask about a person. පුද්ගලයෙක් ගැන අහන්න. Act as subject of the sentence. You know what the subject is? The doer, the person who is doing the action. Yes, the doer is the subject. Okay, let's look at the examples. Who is that woman? Who is that woman? Who are you phoning? Who are you phoning? Okay, there's a new word here. Phoning. What do you mean by phoning? Phone is a noun. Yes, we know phone is a noun. But in American English, remember that in American English, the phone, using the phone has become a verb. Phone එක පාවිච්චි කරන එක අපි phone එක අරගෙන call එකක් ගන්න එක පුතේ verb එකක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. Verb means ක්‍රියාපදයක්. So they have added ing here and it has become a continuous form ing. Who are you phoning? ඔබ කාටද කතා කරන්නේ? Yes. Let's go to the second one. So, who is used to ask about a person? Where? You know why and when we use where? We use it to ask in or at what place or position. Asking in or at what place or position. If we want to know about a place or a position, we use where. ස්ථානයක් හෝ තැනක්. තියෙන තැනක් මොනවා හරි. Okay, let's look at some examples. Where do you live? Here we ask about a place. Where are my boots? Maybe we can give a position here. What can be the answer? Where do you live? I live in Nathandia. It's a place. Where are my boots? Mage boots koheda? They are on the table. Eva mesaya uda. So it's a position. Okay, let's go to the next one. When? Asking about time, occasion, or a moment. So you know when is used mostly if we are considering a time, occasion, or a moment. Okay, let's look at the examples. When can I see you? When can I see you? You can give a time, a date, a month, or a year. You can see me at 5 o'clock tomorrow. You can see me next month. You can see me next year. When did you last see him? I saw him at 5 o'clock last evening. I saw him 5 o'clock last evening. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Okay, the first one is why. Here we are giving a reason. We are asking for a reason or an explanation. හේතුවක් හරි explanation means පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් හරි අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා why කියද්දි. Remember පුතා, when we answer a question starting with why, most of the time we can give this answer by starting with the word because. That's the conjunction. Because කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරලා අපිට හේතුව හරි පැහැදිලි කිරීම හරි දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, let's look at the examples. Why were you late? Why were you late? Why was he late? Why was he late? Okay, next one. What? What? Asking for specific thing or object. දෙයක් හරි මොනවා හරි බඩුවක් ගැන හරි උපකරණයක් ගැන හරි අහනකොට අපිට what කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. අපිට හේතුවක් අහන්නත් අපි උත්තරයක් ගන්න what කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරනවා. So let's look at the examples. What's the matter? What's the matter? මොකක්ද ප්‍රශ්නය? So we are giving a reason here නේද? අපි හේතුවක් දෙනවා ප්‍රශ්නෙට. Oh, what time is it? What time is it? වෙලාව කීයද? Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this is the exception that I told you. Can you remember I told you earlier that WH question starts with the letters W and H. So here it has become different. Yes, here we have W and H in the word, but they are in a different order. That's why we call them also WH questions. We call them WH questions, but the letters are in a different order. අපි how කියන එකත් පුතේ WH question එකක් විදිහට පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ W අකුරයි H අකුරයි මේ වචනේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන නිසා. Okay, let's look at the reason and the examples. Asking for way, manner, or form. How can be used in different ways, Puta. You can say how far, how long, how much, how many, how old. So there are different ways that we can use the question word how. Okay, let's look at the examples that I have given. How does it work? How does it work? How do you go to school? How do you go to school? I go by bus. Okay, let's look at the next one. Which is given here. Which is used to asking about a choice. Choice එකක් ගැන අහන්න. What do you mean by choice? අපිට තෝරා ගැනීමක් කරන්න පුළුවන්. මොනවා හරි දෙයකින් තෝරා ගන්න. තමයි අපි which කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Let's look. Which is better exercise? Which is better exercise? Swimming or tennis? Okay, there are two options. You can choose either swimming or tennis. So which is used to ask about a choice. Which of the applicants has got the job? Which of the applicants has got the job? Applicants, අයදුම්කරුවන්, got the job. Which? මොන අයදුම්කරුවන්ට the job එක ලැබුණේ. So there is a choice there. Next one. How many? How many? Asking about quantity. Used with countable nouns. Okay, you know what countables are now. So how many is used with countable nouns only. If you can count them one by one, we can use how many. How many people were there? How many people were there? Okay, let's go to the next one. How often? How often? Asking about frequency. Asking about frequency. අපි කාලයක් පිළිබඳව අහනකොට මොනවා හරි කාල පරාසයක් පිළිබඳව. How often do you go swimming? How often do you go swimming? ඔය පීනන්න යන්නේ කොයිතරම් කාලයකට සැරයක්ද? ඔය පීනන්න යන්නේ කොයිතරම් කාලයකට සැරයක්ද? We used to ask about frequency. Okay, next one. How much? Okay, these two are counter words. Okay, how many and how much? We use how many to ask about quantity and it is used with countable nouns. So in how much, we also use this word to ask about quantity, but we use it with uncountable nouns. Okay, we know what countables and uncountables are. Countables mean we can count them one by one. Uncountable means we can't use them to count one by one. Okay, let's go to the next one. How much is an apple? How much is an apple? Here we are not talking about the quantity of apples. Apples is a countable noun. Apple is a countable noun. Here we are talking about the money. How much is an apple? We are talking about money. So money is an uncountable noun. It is 10 rupees. It is 15 rupees. So we have used how much here for uncountable nouns and we have to use how many for countable nouns. මෙතන apple කියන එකට නෙමෙයි අපි quantity එක අහන්නේ ප්‍රමාණය අහන්නේ. We are asking about the price, the මිල. මුදල් ප්‍රමාණයයි අහන්නේ how much කියලා. So මුදල් money කියන එක uncountable noun එකක්. So we have used how much. Okay, I have two more WH question words. First one is here, whom. Whom. Can you remember the WH question we did earlier? The WH question word who. Okay. We told that whom is used as a subject. Yes. Here whom is used as a object. Asking about a person in the person is the object of the question. Whom did you see? ඔබ දැක්කේ කවුරුන්ද? කාවද? Whom did you see? ඔබ දැක්කේ කාවද? Next one. Whose. This is rarely used. Rarely. බොහොම කලාතුරකින් තමයි whose කියන එක පාවිච්චි වෙන්නේ. But I have given you asking about ownership. අයිතිය ගැන අහන්න පුතේ අපි පාවිච්චි කරන ownership means අයිතිය. Whose birthday is it today? Whose birthday is it today? අද තියෙන උපන්දිනය කාගේද? අද තියෙන උපන්දිනය කාගේද? Whose is used to ask about ownership. Okay. I think now you have understood about WH questions and the other question words that we discussed today. WH questions are used to ask to get information. Be verbs are used and modal verbs are used. Do, does and did can be used and verb had can be used to get information from a text or a person. Okay, shall we do a small activity? Okay, let's do it. Okay, I have given a puzzle here. This is a crossword puzzle. ප්‍රහේලිකාවක් දීලා තියෙනවා පුතේ. Crossword puzzle. Okay. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Just try to write the answers. Okay, no need to draw the puzzle. No need to write the sentences. Just write the number and you can find the answer. Down 1 here. Down 1. What can be the word? There are 3 letters and 1 across. I have given some tips also. Here I have given some tips. Okay. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Okay. Try to write the answers. Okay, I think you had enough time. Okay, shall we discuss the answers, Buddha? Okay, let's look at the first one. 1 across. 1 across. Your name. Your name. Is your name? We are asking for some information. No? So, what can be the answer here? Okay, let's see. Sorry, first one I have done here. Down. Okay, what is the answer? Is that woman? Is that woman? Okay, what is the answer? Who? Who is that woman? Who is that woman? We are asking a question, subjective. The woman, we are asking about the woman. Who is that woman? Okay, we'll go to the next one. Whom did you see? 3 down. Whom did you see? Where do they live? Live, we are asking about a place. We are asking about a place. So the answer should be where. Color do you want? Color do you want? So there are different colors and they are giving you a choice. Choice එකක් දෙනවා. What is the word that we use for choices? Which color do you want? We are giving a choice here. There are several different colors and we are giving a choice to choose one color. Okay, next one. What is your name? What is your name? How old are you? How old are you? This is a very familiar one. මේක ඔයගලන්ට ගොඩක් හුරු වචනයක් පුතේ. අපි වයස අහන්න ඉගෙන ගන්නවා පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳන්ම. So it is not difficult. Next one. Are you crying? We are asking for a reason. අපි හේතුවක් අහනවා. Or explanation. පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් අහනවා. Why are you crying? ඇයි ඔයා අඬන්නේ? Why are you crying? Whose are these gloves? We are asking for an ownership. අපි අයිතියක් අහනවා. මේ gloves කාගේද? Whose are these gloves? Last one. Is your birthday? We are asking about the birthday. So when? We are asking about the time. So when is your birthday? Okay. I think you have done it correctly. Very good. Okay, you can correct your answers. If there are any mistakes, you can correct them. Okay, good. Let's go to the next activity. Okay, here we have an invitation. It's an invitation and I have asked 4 simple questions. What kind of party is it? What kind of party is it? Whose birthday is this? Whose birthday is this? When is the party? When is the party? Where is the party? Where is the party? Now, when you look at the WH question words, you know what are the answers we are asking for here. What? කියන එක මොකක්ද? Whose? We are asking for an ownership. කාගේද කියලා අහනවා අපි. When? අපි අහනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන් දිනයක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් වෙලාවක්. Where? ස්ථානයක් අහන්නේ අපි. So can you write the answers? Okay, I'll give you 1 minute. If you can't write them, just try to find them by looking at the invitation. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute. Let's do it. Okay, I think that you have gone through the invitation. Let's read it. You are invited celebrating John's 8th birthday. Saturday, 10th December, 5 to 8 p.m. Lena's house, 5632 Mount Lake, RSVP, and they have given a phone number. If you won't be able to come, RSVP means if you are not able to come, you have to inform the person who is inviting that you are not coming. Or you have to confirm whether you are coming or not. You have to confirm your participation by giving a number to this call. That's why they have put it here like this. Okay, now let's look at the questions. What kind of party is it? We know what kind of party is it. They have given here. What is it? It's a birthday party. It's a birthday party. Okay. Whose birthday is this? Okay, there are several names. John is there. Lena is there. So let's see. It's John's birthday party. It's John's birthday party. When is the party? So here, Putan, there are several answers. You can either write Saturday, you can write the day, or you can write the date and the month, or you can write the time. Doesn't matter. Or you can write all three of them. අපිට දිනය ලියන්න පුළුවන්, දවස ලියන්න පුළුවන්, දිනයත් එක්ක මාසය ලියන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට වෙලාව ලියන්න පුළුවන්. All these three is correct. මේ තුනම වැරදි නැහැ. හරි පුතේ. Okay. Let's look at the last one. Where is the party? And there are two answers there also. At Lena's house. Or you can write the address 5632 Mount Lake. Both the answers are correct. Okay, good. Think you have understood this. But here I have given short answers. මෙතන දීලා තියෙන්නේ කෙටි උත්තර පුතේ, not full answers. සම්පූර්ණ උත්තරේ දීලා නැහැ. බලමු ඊළඟ ප්‍රශ්නකදී තව ප්‍රශ්නයක් කරන ගමන් කොහොමද අපි full answers ලියන්නේ කියලා. Okay, let's go to the next activity. Okay, there is a story here. Okay, there is a story. Okay, you can see the picture. There is a person. I think you understand who this is. This is a chef, right? She's wearing the chef's hat and she has some food items with her. There are some vegetables and potatoes. So you know this is a chef. Okay, let's read. Okay, read with me. This is Sharon. She's a chef. She's short and sorry, Pata, sorry. This is Sharon. She's a chef. She's short and pretty. She works in a restaurant. She cooks for people. You know what a restaurant is. And you know who a chef is. Okay. Every day, she gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning. She takes a shower and puts on her clothes. Shower, you take a bath, you go to the bathroom, and when you take a bath, we call that a shower. She doesn't eat breakfast. You know what breakfast is? The meal that we take in the morning. She drinks coffee with milk. At 8 o'clock, she drives to the market. At the market, she buys lots of food. She buys fruit, vegetables, and meat. Then she goes to the restaurant. She cooks lunch from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Lunch, the meal that we have in the daytime. Then she takes a break. Okay, there is a new word here, break. What do you mean by break? Normally we mean to tear something into parts. අපි කඩනවා කියනනේ break එක ගන්න කියන්නේ පුතේ break කියන්නේ අපි කඩනවා කියන්නේ. But here the word break is taken as the free time. විවේක කාලය කියලා කියන්නේ අපිට ඉස්කෝලේ දෙන්න interval එක අන්න ඒ වගේ take a break කියන්නේ විවේක කාලයක්. When she takes a moment of free time during work වැඩ කරන ගමන් we call it take a break. At 5 o'clock, she starts to cook dinner. Dinner is the meal that we take at the night. Yes. She cooks pasta, pizza, and steak for lots of people. You know what pasta is? It's an Italian dish. Pizza, it is also an Italian dish. You know what pizza is? And steak. What do you mean steak? Steak is a piece of meat. මස් පෙත්තකට තමයි අපි ස්ටේක් කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ ස්ටේක් for lots of people. She finishes work at 9 o'clock. She is very tired. Tired means she is mahansi. Ayata godak mahansi. She drives home and take a shower. She plays computer games for an hour and then she goes to bed. Okay, I think you have an idea about the passage. Now let's look at the questions. We are going to read the questions that they have given here. What's her name? Let's read the questions first. What's her name? Where does she work? Where does she work? Is she tall? Now see, the verb be verb. The verb be verb is used here. Verb එක be verb එක is කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙනවා මොනවාරි තොරතුරක් දැනගන්න. I told you earlier. Does she have breakfast in the morning? Does she have breakfast in the morning? Does she walk to the market? Walk means ඇවිදිනවා. Does she walk to the market? Does she buy pizza? Does she buy pizza? You know what buy means? මිලදී ගන්නවා. Buy කියන්නේ මිලදී ගන්නවා. What does she buy? What does she buy? You have to say what? Does she cook lunch at home? Does she cook lunch at home? What does she cook in the evening? What does she cook in the evening? Where does she buy food? Where does she buy food? What time does she have a break? You know what a break means. What time does she have a break? What time does she go to bed? What time does she go to bed? Now here you can use when or what time. When කියන එකත් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් වේලාව කාල දැනගන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් what time කියන එකත් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. When does she have a break? එහෙම නැත්නම් when does she go to bed කියලා කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. It's not wrong. එක වැරදි නෑ. What time කියන එකත් when කියන එකත් දෙකම පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. So don't be confused. ඒකට කලබල වෙන්න එපා. What time කියන එකත් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. එහෙම නැත්නම් when කියන එකත් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. Okay. Let's look at the answers now. What's her name? Okay, try to find her name. Okay, see whether the answer is correct. Her name is Sharon. Her name is Sharon. You can write either Sharon. This is not wrong. It's a short answer. අපි Sharon කියලා විතරක් ලියුවොත් පුතා, it's not wrong. එක වැරදි නැහැ. ඒ වුණාට it's a short answer. එක කෙටි උත්තරයක්. Sometimes in the questions, it is much better to give the full answer. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට full answer එක දෙන එක හොඳයි. ඔයගලන්ට paper එකකට උත්තර ලියනකොට other than writing the short answer. Okay, let's look at the second one. Where does she work? In a restaurant. In a restaurant. We are asking about the place. Where? Place. Is she tall? Is she tall? Outside there. We are asking a question. We have to give the answer. No, she is short because they have given the description here. She is short and pretty. So we know she is not tall. So we give the answer. No, she is short. Next one. Does she have breakfast in the morning? Okay, let's look at the story. She doesn't eat breakfast. They have given the negative here, not, does not eat. She's not eating breakfast. So we have given the short answer here. So this is the short answer. Does she have breakfast in the morning? No. We can write like this also. No, she doesn't have breakfast in the morning. No, she doesn't have breakfast in the morning. We can say it like that also. Next question. Does she walk to the market? Does she walk to the market? Okay, let's see. No. She drives to the market. She drives to the market. Does she walk to the market? No, she drives. No, she drives. Next question. Does she buy pizza? Does she buy pizza? Pizza miladi gannawada? Let's look at the answer. No, what is she buying? She buys lots of food. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. What does she buy? What does she buy? මොනවද එයා ගන්නෙ? She buys fruit, vegetables, and meat. I have given the short answer here. You can write. She buys fruit, vegetables, and meat. Okay, next question. Question number 8. Does she cook lunch at home? At home. ගෙදරද දවල් කෑම උයන්නේ අය. Let's look at the answer. The restaurant cooks lunch from, then she goes to the restaurant. She cooks lunch from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Where is she cooking the rice? Yes, she is preparing lunch in the restaurant. So the answer is no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Next one. What does she cook in the evening? What does she cook in the evening? We know evening comes, evening comes after 4 o'clock. 4 පහුණාම තමයි evening කියන එක එනවා කියලා අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කියන්නේ. So what does she cook? At 5 o'clock she starts to cook dinner. She cooks pasta, pizza and steak for lots of people. Okay. I have given 2 answers here. First one is dinner. This is also correct. Or you can give more description and you can write what she is cooking. Pizza, pasta and steak. Next question. Where does she buy food? Okay, now here we came to an order. අපි order එකකට answers ටික පල්ලෙහාට ආවේ. But look at the answer. Where is the answer for this question? Where does she buy food? It has gone up to here now. At the market, she buys lots of food. At the market, where does she buy food? Where means we have to consider about a place. So, at the market. What time does she have a break? We are asking about a time here. We are asking about a time. She cooks lunch from 12 to 3 o'clock. Then she takes a break. So, until 3 o'clock she is busy. After 3 o'clock she can have the break. So, the time that she have a break is at 3 o'clock. Last question. What time does she go to bed? Okay, now this is a tricky one. You have to think before writing the answer. Okay, let's read. She finishes work at 9 o'clock. She finishes work at 9 o'clock. She is very tired. She drives home and takes a shower. She plays computer games for an hour and then go to bed. So, she finishes work at 9. 1 hour she plays computer games. So, we have to add 1 hour to 9. So, she goes to bed at 10 o'clock. නේද පුතේ මෙතන කියලා තියෙනවා එයා වැඩ 9ට ඉවර කරනවා. එයා පැයක් වීඩියෝ ගේම්ස් ප්ලේ කරනවා. ඊට පස්සේ නිදා ගන්න යන්නේ කියලා. So they have not given the time. Passage එකේ නිදා ගන්න වෙලාව දීලා නැහැ. We have to be creative. We have to think. අපි හිතන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට 9 ඉඳන් පැයක් එයා වීඩියෝ ගේම්ස් ප්ලේ කළා නම් එයා නිදා ගන්න යන්නේ at 10 o'clock. 10ට එයා නිදා ගන්න යන්නේ. Good. I think you have got the idea how to find answers using WH questions and other question words. We are going to go for an activity in your pupils book now. Okay, students, take your pupils book and turn to Unit 3, page number 23, activity 3.1. I think you have your pupils books with you. Okay. Activity 3.1. There is a dialogue. You can see a picture. There is a bus. I think it's a bus stop. Yes, it's kind of a bus stop. And there are 3 people. There is a little boy and someone who seems to like his mother and an old lady. Okay. Shall we read? Okay, you can read it with me. Okay, let's read. I'm going to read first and you can repeat after me if you are not, if you cannot read with me. Okay? මාත් එක්කම කියවන්න බැරි නම් පුතේ I'm going to give you time. මම කියවුවට පස්සේ ඔබලා පොත බලාගෙන කියවන්න. Okay, let's start. Rosiru, his mother and an old lady are at the bus stop. Mother, the bus is here. Let's get in. Rosiru, can't you see there's an old lady behind you? Let her get onto the bus first. Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't see you. That's okay. Hurry up, hurry up. Get in quickly. It's getting late. Please wait. I have another big bag that I need to take with me. Can I help you with the bag? Yes. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Could someone please give a seat to this old lady? Here, I'll give you mine. Thank you for being such a kind boy. Where are you going? We are going to the hospital, since my father was admitted there a few days ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope he'll get well soon. I'm going there too, as I have to see a doctor. Rusiru, ring the bell. Move forward so we could get off quickly. Could you help the old lady to get off the bus? Certainly, mother. Okay, I think you have listened to the dialogue. There are 4 people here. Rusiru is there, a little boy, his mother, an old lady, and the bus conductor. You know who the conductor is, the person who is conducting and taking money and giving tickets. The person who conducts the bus is the conductor. Okay. There are no difficult words. Amaru vachana naha putte meke. I think you have understood what this is. මේ dialogue එක ඔයගලන්ට මේ role play එක තේරුණා කියලා මම හිතනවා. There are no unfamiliar or difficult words. ඔයගලන්ට නුහුරු වචන නෑ පුතේ. බොහොම පහසු පොඩි වචන ටිකක් තියෙන්නේ. Okay? Now let's look at the questions that they have given. Activity 3.2. In the next page, you can see the activity. You have to answer the following questions. Okay? Earlier, we wrote short answers. අපි කලින් කෙටි උත්තරනේ ලිව්වේ පුතේ. Now let's try to write long answers. There are 4 questions. Let's try to write long answers. Let's look at the question. Who is at the bus stop? Who is at the bus stop? So we know that they are asking about people, a person or people. පුද්ගලයෙක් ගැන හෝ පුද්ගලයන් ගැන යහන්න කියලා අපි දන්නවා who කියන එක තියෙනකොට question word එකක් විදිහට. Second one. Where are Rusiru and his mother going? Where? Where? We are talking about a place. අපි තැනක් ගැනයි කතා කරන්න කියලා දන්නවා. Where are Rusiru and his mother going? Next one. Why are they going there? We have to give a reason or an explanation. අපි පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් හරි හේතුවක් හරි දෙන්න ඕනි. Why are they going there? Why are they going there? Last one. Who will help the old lady to get off the bus? Again, who? We are talking about a person. අපි පුද්ගලයෙක් ගැනයි උත්තරේ දෙන්න ඕනි. කෙනෙක් ගැන උත්තරේ දෙන්න ඕනි. Who will help the old lady to get off the bus? Okay, let's look at the first question. Who is at the bus stop? Okay, let's see. Rosiru, his mother, and an old lady are at the bus stop. Okay. කවුද හිටියේ bus stop එකේ? There are 3 people. Rosiru, his mother, and an old lady. Okay, this is the short answer. Let's see how can we write the long answer to this. Okay. Rosiru, his mother, and an old lady are at the bus stop. Rosiru, his mother, and an old lady are at the bus stop. The answer, part of the answer which is in red, රතු පාටින් තියෙන කොටස is the short answer. ඒක තමයි කෙටි උත්තරේ අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. But we can add are at the bus stop and make it a long answer. අපිට මේ කොටසත් එකතු කරලා පුතේ ඒක long answer එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, let's go to the next question. Where are Rosiru and his mother going? Where are Rosiru and his mother going? Now we know they are asking about a place. Okay, let's look at the role play. Okay, here. We are going to the hospital. We are going to the hospital. Hospital is a place. So, we are going to the hospital. Okay, now let's write the answer. In the dialogue, Rosiru says we. අපි කියලා කියනවා. When we write the answer, අපි කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න බෑ පුතේ. මොකද hospital එකට යන අයට answer එක ලියන කෙනා ඔයා අයිති නෑ. ඒක නිසා own කියලායි අපි කියන්න ඕනේ. That's why I have used here they කියන එක වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙනවා. We are going to the hospital කිව්වොත් ඔයත් යනවා වෙනවා රුසිරුත් එක්ක hospital එකට. So it's not right. So you have to say they, Rosiru and his mother. අපි දන්නවා දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්නකොට sorry. දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්නකොට pluralize වෙනවා බහුවචන වෙනවා කියලා. එතකොට they කියන එක පාවිච්චි වෙනවා. Good. They are going to the hospital. Okay, let's look at the third question. Why are they going there? Why are they going there? So we have to give a reason or an explanation. අපිට හේතුවක් දෙන්න වෙනවා ඇයි මේගොල්ලෝ hospital එකට යන්නේ කියලා. Okay, let's look at the text. My father was admitted there a few days ago. We are going to the hospital since my father was admitted there a few days ago. තාත්තව hospital admit කළා. Yes, admitted to the hospital. That's why they are going. So he is giving the explanation. Okay, let's write the answer. Because his father was admitted to the hospital. Okay, I have told you earlier, if you have a question starting with why, you can start the answer with the word because. Because කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් පුතේ. නිසා කියන එක තමයි මේ because කියන එකෙන් කියවෙන්නේ. නිසා කියන එක. ඔහුගේ තාත්තා රෝහලට ඇතුළත් කළ නිසා කියන එක තමයි because කියන එකෙන් කියවෙන්නේ මෙතන. So you can use because if the question is asked with the question word why, but not all the time. හැම වෙලාවෙම අපිට බෑ, but most of the time you can answer with because if the question is asked with why. Good. Okay, let's go to the fourth one. Who will help the old lady to get off the bus? Who will help the old lady to get off the bus? Okay, now again we are asking about a person. Okay, let's see the answer. Could you help the old lady to get off the bus? Mother is asking. Asking from whom? Kagen dahanne. Asking from Rusiru. Certainly, mother. He agrees. So, who is helping? Rusiru is helping the old lady. Okay, let's write the answer. Rusiru will help the old lady to get off the bus. Rusiru will help the old lady to get off the bus. Okay, here short answer is Rusiru. This is not incorrect. Make a වැරදි නැහැ පුතේ, but if you write the long answer, it is much better and it's much clearer. එක පැහැදිලි ගොඩක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ long answer එක ලියුවොත්. Okay. Now, I think you have understood how to find information and answers by reading a reading a passage by using question words. Okay, I think you get a clear idea. You can do your activity in the pupils book, the same activity that we did now, and try to write the answers by yourself. Find a paper or a storybook and try to make questions. Try to make questions by yourself. ප්‍රශ්නත් හදන්න බලන්න පුතේ, උත්තර හොයනවා විතරක් නෙමෙයි. පොඩි stories අරගෙන you can try to make questions. ප්‍රශ්න හදන්න බලන්න, then try to find answers for them. ඒවට උත්තරත් ඔයගොල්ලෝම හොයන්න බලන්න. It will make you comfortable using or answering questions in your papers and your textbook. Okay, I think our time is up now. This is the time to wind up our session. I am going to give you 5 minutes to ask questions for any unclear parts that you had during the session. Okay, I'm going to unmute you. Okay, please Puta, just ask questions relevant to the lesson. පාඩමට අදාළ ප්‍රශ්න විතරක් අහන්න. You have only 4 minutes. Yes.
Teacher.
Yes, Puta.
Homework මොනවද?
You can answer the activity 3.1 that we did today. 3.2 activity එකට answers ලියන්න පුතේ. That is the homework that you are going to get.
Okay. Homework
Puta,
teacher, the teacher.
that's all. You can go to the Telegram group.
Teacher.
You can go to the Telegram group and download the timetable.
Teacher. Please write in the cover.
homework මොනවාද?
I think it's time to wind up now. I think you have heard the instructions and you have done the activities well. There were no doubts or questions about the lesson. So thank you very much for participating and thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. God bless you, teacher.
God bless you,
teacher. Thank you, teacher.